What's up, fam? Here we are, Conspiracy Couch. What is this? I think this is episode... Oh, I don't even have my mic. I might want to grab that. You know what I mean? What is really
Episode
going on?
13.
Episode 13. Look, I had my mic sitting way over there. Like, what am I doing? Who am I talking to right now? I'm certainly not talking to them.
This is fine.
What's up, friends? All right, let me go grab the foxhole chat while you start to greet our peeps. Give me 1 second here.
Yes. What up, people? Look at all these people hanging out over here. Hi, Yvonda. Successful Sarah.
It's the couch, man.
All over adventures. Wanderlust Kate. UFO Mark. Suitor.
Whoa.
Elise Brown. Right? Amelia. Kip True. Let me see. But I don't know what's going on with D-Lab. Who's over here on D-Lab? Let's go take a look.
All right, let me pull up the...
So this was the will of the people I see yesterday. The angelic beings, eh? Yeah, I seen Golden Crisp on Foxhole. I was only there for a second, but I had to say hi. This is me sending love to the Foxhole fam.
All right, let me just get myself sorted here, and we're in business.
Right? What up, Mr. No Clip? LA Addicts, California. What up? Rainbow, Snuggle, Fritz, Leyland. Yeah, US Anon. Hello, hello, hello. What is up, people?
Yeah, man. Conspiracy Couch.
Yes.
Look, I got a new library. What do you guys think? You dig it? I don't know. I think it's all right. It's not quite as futuristic as my other library, but it works, you know?
Life's a garden, man. Dig it.
Yeah, what's going on, friends? Here we are. We made it to Thursday. You know, every day's a blessing nowadays. Every day's a blessing nowadays. I don't know how much sense that made, but hey.
Oh, thanks, Monkey Business.
What's going on, Gary Flessner? First of all...
Gary, hello.
First of all, let me say this. Happy birthday, Above Average Joe. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It's Above Average Joe's birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Joe. Happy birthday to Joe.
Happy birthday.
Dear Above Average Joe. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, we just had to do that. Why not?
Is he out there?
I don't know, but...
Well,
you know.
Either way, we love him. Yes, go find him, people, and tell him happy birthday. He'll love that.
It really doesn't feel like the AC is on in here. I think this is a conspiracy. I'm not feeling any sort of sense of air conditioning.
Well, I hope we can find... I was just saying that yesterday. I'm like, dude, I'm actually kind of sad. We are literally running out of conspiracies to talk about because everything is true. Like, we're going to have to make up whole new conspiracies.
Hold on.
What do you mean? That we're running out of conspiracy? Yeah, they're not conspiracies to theorize about
anymore. I know, and now we can just talk about whatever we want because everything's true. Yeah.
But can we still call ourselves conspiracy theorists or conspiracy realists or even tinfoil hatters? I mean, what are we now, really?
No, it just proves that we just know what's up. That's all, right?
Right.
Right, friends?
It has been a hell of a year for conspiracy folk. That's for sure. 2 years now. Jiminy Christmas.
So yeah, tonight's topic is angelic beings. So that got voted on last night. We decided to do the angelic beings. So we all have different perspectives of what angelic beings are. And that's fine. I just want everybody to share their experiences with whatever their perception of an angelic being is. Now, I will tell you guys this, though I won't show you. But there's a few people that I've seen it. Kate's gonna be mad at me. You still haven't showed me. But I have had an experience like that with what I consider angelic beings, and I actually, they left like a, what would you call it? Like a energetic signature on my cell phone, which is really cool. And they're gonna get so mad at me right now. But I'm not gonna show it because it's just very personal. I don't know. Hi, Phil Christophers. He says, Alara, well, I will bring you through Metatron.
Bring through Metatron.
Ooh. Hey, that's what we need. Yeah. Anybody out there?
Voice.
Anybody out there channels angels? You know, let's get to it. I have a friend like that, actually. She can talk to him directly. It's pretty crazy. My friend that I used to meditate with all the time, we'd be sitting there in a meditation. She'd see him walk in. She'd be like, hey, she'd talk to him, and the whole deal was wild. She could totally see him. And you know what's crazy too? They told her she had to eat a certain way and not drink alcohol, they couldn't talk to her. There was no reception. They couldn't get through to her if she was drinking or if she was eating a certain way that was bad. There was no reception.
You mean eating certain types of food, not like, you got to walk around the plate 3 times to the left and then once to the right.
She ate certain types of food and drink, they told her, we can't connect with you. Like she wasn't able to talk to him. So the only time we could do that, she could actually communicate with them, is when she was, following their instructions. Very interesting. So
rules, man. Rules.
And you know what's interesting too is she's one of the few people I know that like legit has this ability, and she's also a TI. So it's like they knew when she came in to this physical body, they knew or whatever, and they started targeting her from the time she was young.
Yeah, thank you, Summer. We love you.
Yeah, it's wild. So
the whole targeted individual thing, there's a lot there.
Oh yeah, I didn't used to believe in it. You can ask my friend. I was like,
I'm
gonna need some sauce.
I
was like, I'm gonna need some sauce on that. Like, and she was like, no. And she is for one person I know that's got all the sauce you could ever imagine on that situation. And getting to know her, it's almost like me getting to know her was a process to get me to understand the TI community. Like, and that, you know what I mean? They're not making this up. They're picking certain people to target for a reason. You know what I mean? Because they can make them look crazy or whatever. So, anyway, it's, so getting to know her was interesting, because to find out that somebody who's that targeted, has all these abilities that are, extraordinary.
Yeah, maybe that's why she's targeted.
I'm pretty sure that is why she's targeted. So, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But yeah, since we're on the subject of angelic beings, that kind of came to mind. So anyway, so yeah, I've had some, I don't know about you, Foil, but I've had some, I would describe, what?
I got pulled out of the void.
But that was Jesus. That was Jesus. Jesus pulled you out the void.
That was Jesus, but
But he's an angelic being, right? I guess it depends on your perspective.
The man, so
right.
Yeah.
So and the ones that I talk to, and the ones that are around me, I would consider them like extraterrestrials. They're definitely interdimensional beings. They're definitely higher dimensional beings. But my view of them is more like they're aliens, I guess, that talk to me and stuff. And I consider them
I guess, I don't know. As far as they're energetic, sentient energetic forms, like that were given, I'm a Christian. Of course, I go down that way. But I think that a lot of that stuff holds true, regardless.
Hey, Woke, let me just tell Woke something. So, Woke, I really appreciate what you're doing, but I no longer have a Twitter account. So, I don't know why my Twitter account is still listed on Foxhole, but that Twitter account is gone, my friend. Totally gone. So, yeah. I need to get that fixed. Let me write that down. Twitter account and the schedule on the Foxhole. What up, Foxhole fam? D Live.
There you go.
Rockfin. What's going on, Rockfin? So yeah.
Rockfin.
Twitter and schedule. I'll get with the cult leader and get that taken care of. So yeah, hey Capable, what's going on? So yeah, all right, so there was a quick, should we show them the video before we start opening up the calls? We are going to be ending the show tonight at 9 o'clock Pacific. So I think we should start taking calls rather early, since we don't have a full 2 hours tonight. So let me see, let me pull this up to show everybody. So this is an alleged angelic incident that was caught on tape. Foil just sent this. Whoa. Am I playing the whole clip? Oh yeah, it's only a minute. Okay.
It's very short.
Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Down the rabbit hole. Oh, I got a Kofefe, man.
There you go.
Wowzers. Here we go. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. All right, Kofefe is now in
Some
order.
of them are, Summer.
Some of them are what?
Well, I'll go ahead, show the video.
All right, here we go.
This this photo capture a miracle? The image shows a glowing silhouette hovering above a pickup truck in northern Michigan.
I was just like, whoa! I thought, that's an angel.
Local Fire Chief Glenn Thorman says his home's motion sensor security camera snapped the photo around midnight. A second image shows the angel appearing to be flying away. His wife Rhonda is taking it as a sign her home is blessed.
We're just strong believers. So it was just awesome to have that picture come through, and there's just no way
That angel's got a sword and everything.
that it's not an angel.
So what do you see? Social media response was mixed. Definitely an angel, wrote one Facebook commenter. It looks like a moth that's close to the camera, posted another.
Yeah.
There's a lot of naysayers that make fun of it and whatever, and that's okay.
I do truly consider it a blessing. It's definitely an angel.
Oh, the music.
Right? Yeah, so that's pretty cool, right? That's not my image of them, though. That's what's interesting. Like, I know that's like the mainstream image of them, but that's not my image. But that's because of my own lens and the experiences I've had. They just don't, you know.
Well, I mean, if you think there's some sort of energy, I would reckon there's probably a variety of them, and maybe they come in all sorts of forms. I mean, we have numerous descriptions from not just the Bible. I mean, from the Quran, from the Torah, from they
can probably take a different form depending on your distortions, though. We've talked about this, Foil, where I believe that whatever your belief system is, that these entities will take the form that resonates with you. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? If your image of an angel is, you know, a light being with wings and a sword, then maybe that's the way they will manifest to you. I don't know. Or maybe that's what they look like. I don't know.
Maybe that's what they look like.
Rampant speculation. Okay, let me see. Let me go grab the meeting code so I can throw it out into the chat.
That was clearly a werewolf. Yes.
What was I doing? Oh, yeah, the chat. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's see. Where's the link? Join the Zoom meeting.
And who was that? Summer that mentioned Nephilim. My understanding of that is that when the fallen angels came down here and mated with human women, or whether it was genetic experimentation or, you know, I mean, whatever it was, the offspring were the Nephilim. When they died, their souls become what we consider to be demonic energy. They're essentially trapped in between two places. They can't go to heaven. You know, they don't fit the bill. They're just kind of stuck here. You know, but the fallen angels created the Nephilim. She was saying that her pastor says that they're Nephilim. So I was addressing that.
Who are Nephilim?
Well, I assume she meant some of the angelic beings. The Nephilim were the offspring of the fallen angels.
Do any of us really know? I mean, really? Like, all we have is speculation, honestly. Like, do any of us really know?
I mean, do we know anything, really? We don't really know anything.
Really. We really don't know anything.
But
yeah,
we can speculate. I mean, that's
right. We can rapidly speculate, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, look, Suiterbug's in the house. What's going on, Suiterbug? Waiting for him to enter. Welcome to the Conspiracy Couch, Suiterbug. It's great to have you on. Oh, his audio's connecting.
Oh, right.
Right after wait for a second.
Cad Spotter, yes, Lucifer was an angel, the first angel, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, Suiterbug's in the house.
Suiter,
mute the stream, man. Mute the stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome to Conspiracy Couch, Suiterbug.
Hold on, where's my dang? There it is.
Ooh, Cloudwatcher says, I saw an angel. That's awesome. We want to hear about your experiences, guys. You know what I mean? Go for it, Suiter.
So today marks, well, back in 2005, this day, May 20th, I fell asleep behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler.
Oh, good Lord.
And when the accident was done, so what had happened was.
What had happened was, all good stories start out like that. So what had happened was.
Right.
That's right. I thought I was good to go and started up a cigarette, and I got maybe, a quarter inch of that cigarette, and it just closed my eyes, but they just didn't open, right right after that. And I went into a ditch and jumped the lady's driveway. And I wound up in the ditch on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And after I hit the ditch on the other side, it cranked the driver's side wheel all the way to the left. And the truck bounced out of that ditch, landed in the next lady's driveway, and it turned in her driveway toward the garage door. And I don't even know how, because I just got a good knock on the head after hitting the ditch. And I looked up, and the dirt was coming off of the windshield and everything, and there's that garage. And somehow or another, I thought to pop the brakes, and I parked it right in her driveway, like you just parked the thing, you know? And the hood was off, and the tire was all, anyway.
Oh, wow.
Looking back at it, the ambulance, the police officer, everybody, you know, we're all sitting there and we're looking at these tire tracks come off the road, and there's a telephone pole. And the telephone, and where the tire tracks hit the ditch on the other side, I literally jumped this truck, you know? And where the tire tracks hit the ditch on the other side, the telephone pole was a foot inside of the tire tracks. And we were standing there, we're looking at this telephone pole, and there's not a mark on it, like, at all, not even a scratch. And so I'm pretty sure that somebody was watching me that night and just moved that pole out of the way.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep. That's amazing. Yeah, I've had a lot of experiences like that too, Suitor, where I should not have lived, and I did. I know it wasn't me. There was divine intervention, and many times.
I knew it. It was as soon as I seen those tire tracks, and I'm looking at that pole, I'm like, no, I didn't do
no
this.
way.
Somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. People, I mean, you know, I've heard numerous stories of people having some sort of visitation in the midst of some sort of horrific crisis. I mean, car accidents or, you know, drowning, coming out of the water. They don't know how they got out of the water. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I have too.
I mean,
I totally believe angels are real. Like,
oh yeah, they're real. The thing is, what do they look like? I think people have different understandings of what they look like or what they actually kind of are, but they're no doubt real.
Well, it might sound surprising, but I think that this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but
this is conspiracy couch, sir.
Yeah,
pretty normal.
You're allowed
Everything
to sound,
sounds crazy.
Yes, crazy is totally accepted and even desired.
Right.
You know, there's all these races in our solar system, or not. Well, there are in our solar system, but all over our universe. You know, there's all these different species and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the way that I see things is the human, that, you know, the way we look and everything. The human came about millions and millions and millions of years ago, you know, when they basically created, at that time would have been a 12-strand DNA code out of all the different known races in the universe.
Yeah.
And this is what came about, you know, and now we've fallen from that, but I think we're on our way back up. And that's just my perspective. I honestly believe that.
I agree.
I know it sounds crazy, but I honestly believe that, like, the archangels, they're going to look a lot like us.
I can see that. I think so.
Probably.
The image of God, I think, is
human.
Is
in this
human
universe.
looking.
In this universe.
Yep.
Why that is, I don't know, but I think you're right.
I mean, you know, I believe we were made in His image.
That resonates.
So you know.
That's what I think the whole masking thing is about. Covering the face of God.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
Could
Oh,
be.
layers.
Where'd
There's
Golden
layers.
Chris
There's
go?
layers to that. There is layers. No, I'm serious. There's completely layers to this. I don't know where Golden Chris, you're welcome to call back. I don't know what happened to you, but you're welcome to call back. I think there's so many. There's so many layers to this whole mask ritual, for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Gary Flessner, welcome to the Conspiracy
Gary,
Couch.
hello.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were talking about beans.
Oh, mute the stream, my friend.
We are talking
Can you hear
about
me?
beings.
Yeah.
Yes, we hear you loud and clear, sir.
I got to kill the show. Yeah, I thought you said beans, not beans.
Oh, beans, like
beans.
I was cutting fart jokes in the chat.
That's what that was about. I see.
Yeah, I was trying to be funny. Gary was trying to be funny.
When is Gary not trying to be funny? We like Gary's humor, though.
If there's an accident and I need to help, then I'm not funny.
Yeah, probably not then.
Yeah.
Right.
I was on rescue before, so I know when to be serious.
Yeah.
But let him continue, then I'll tell my stories.
Okay. Go ahead, Cedarburg.
People like your analogy there, Suitor.
Yeah, I really do. I think he's
Well,
onto something
it come from me. That didn't come from me. That come from my friend James up in Iowa.
Yeah.
And he had some problems with the church he was going to.
Yeah.
All this COVID business really stirred up a lot of, where people really lie. As far as
yes, it did.
If they are in line with, the source.
As they say, made a lot of people open their eyes to God.
Yes, it did.
Absolutely. So during all this, he wound up actually switching churches, even though the one he switched to is 50 miles away. But it was worth it for him and his wife to go to that one because that guy, he just speaks truth. And he really calls it out. He's, I think he was Romanian or something. He's not even from our country, but he sees things that a lot of Americans don't, I think because he's been on the other side.
We miss a lot.
Oh yeah.
We miss a lot.
They don't look like us. I don't think.
She's still over here pondering
no,
on this.
I don't think they do look like us. I mean, I don't know what to think. I wish I could get some clarification on that, but I
mean, what's like us? Like even you want to like humanoid figure, not human.
Not human like we look, but humanoid figure, like a humanoid body, but they don't look like us.
So imagine a 12-strand DNA, and you take 10 strands out of that. This is what you have.
Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely like the remedial, decrepit version of whatever it was supposed to be in the first place.
Pretty much.
That's correct. Yeah.
We need helmets and a short bus, man. I'm telling you.
Yes,
we're on our way back up, though.
Short buses are fun.
Right.
You were on the short bus, Gary?
A couple times.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Is it faster?
Oh yeah, I made him pay for it when I got older, though.
Greg Herrera says angels can take human appearance. Yes, I believe that as well.
Well, I think they're humanoid, but all right, calls are
different sizes.
Calls are stacking up here, so I'm gonna let Suitorbug go.
Suitor, we love you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story. Was that one more question before you go? Was that when you woke up? Yeah. Was because of that experience?
When I woke up, I was born awake.
Oh,
good for you.
I don't have a waking moment. I have dreams that I remember from when I was very young. That there's one in particular actually hasn't even happened yet. That's the earliest dream I had from when I was a kid was just after the solar event happened, which hasn't happened yet.
Uh-oh.
If you're not aware.
Right.
Yeah, you're definitely a starseed suitor.
Keep us posted.
I get a signature off you that's wild. Yeah. You come from elsewhere, my friend. Definitely come from elsewhere. But you're doing well in adjusting to it and trying to do it like I do. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing the whole 3D human thing on planet Earth. Proud of you. So,
Thank you.
all right. Well, talk to you later, my friend. Have a blessed
Yep.
evening.
Much love.
Thank you for calling in. We love you,
Yeah.
Cedar.
Guys.
I've
Bye-bye.
told
All right, Gary.
my story. I've told my story on my second crash, but I've never told the story on my first crash. In 1970, I just bought a 68 Camaro, and I was put brand new American mags on. I was so proud of them. I just got them. And I was taking my friend back to Rantoul, and a guy in a 64 El Camino run the stop sign at 90 mile an hour and hit me square in the door.
Those damn El Caminos.
Yeah, and the cop said in 6 foot I went from 30 to 60, hit the power pole, a light double transfer pole, and broke it, and then bounced 15 feet back into the street, dead stop. So they said I went from 30 to 60 to 0 in 25 feet.
Oh, good Lord.
The El Camino guy was so drunk, he tried to drive away with the radiator on top of the carburetor. My friend had a cut in his arm that looked like a horseshoe in his head, on the top of his head, and the hair was hanging down because his head had hit the pole. It blew out every window in the car. I broke my back and my neck. That was the worst wreck I had for injuries.
Sounds like.
The cop said I should have been dead because he hit me in the door. I still have a picture of the car. If I knew where it was, I'd show it to you. It's one of the few pictures I have left. You could measure the power pole in the car, and it was 18 inches across. Does that tell you how big this pole was? My mom come to see me in the hospital, and she walked in. He goes, "There's an angel on your shoulder."
Whoa.
And the cop was still there asking me questions about the wreck, and he goes, "That's why he's not dead."
I bet.
Now, the second one, I was in my 67 Corvette. It was about 9 years later. I was doing about 120, and a guy pulled out, and I swerved, and I lost it, went down in a ditch, come up the other side of the ditch, and the people that seen the wreck said I was at least 15 feet in the air. Now, I'm in a Corvette, so anybody knows anything about Corvette, your chances of making it are, next to nil or none. I nosed the car in the ground, went up in the air, did a full 360, and landed ass first on the back, went up again, hit nose, and then rolled 4 times. And the cop must have been close because I hear someone running up, and I hear this cop holler, "This guy's got to be dead." There's pieces of my car all over the field. I think saved me is I had a full roll cage behind the back, and I had a 5-point racing harness because I raced this car on weekends. 5 times out, I had 4 first places. IMS it was an IMSA road race record holder. I broke the track record like 3 times. But he come running up, and I unbuckled, climbed out of the car, and I went, "Shit, I cut my cheek." And the cop goes, "The motherfucker ain't dead."
That's probably what I would have said.
Then he turned around. The asshole's walking. Cop gave me a ride home, and Mom goes, "That angel's on your shoulder again." This happened 2 more times.
Yeah, Gary,
I
your
got
life's
in
been
wrecks
about like mine
this
and foils.
Yeah,
That's what I
told-
said. Every time I talk to you guys, people go, "Well, you've been sick for 10 years. If you weren't sick, would you relive your life?" Fuck no. I've lived one amazing fucking life, man. Excuse my language.
Like a roller coaster that you
Oh,
No
the
never-
regrets.
I've made $1 million in a year. I've lost $2 million the next.
Gary,
Made
like a
$500,000
like a
year.
roller coaster that breaks apart and then you somehow end up living through it. You're like,
Yeah, well,
how
yeah,
the
a
live
section
through
is
that?
missing, and
You're
somehow
right.
you end up back on the tracks on the other
And
side
you're
where
like-
the hole is.
You're almost kind of
How-
like this
Right,
makes
how'd
zero
that happen?
sense.
Yeah, holy shit! What just happened? You know.
Better make the best of
But
it now.
my mom is not a religious person. On top of it, so her going, "There's an angel on your shoulder," kind of freaks you out.
That's
Something.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm glad it wasn't about beans because only thing I could do with beans is fart. So,
Well, it's a good thing then. Elise, welcome to the conspiracy couch. I think.
Hello.
Are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
loud
just
and
always
clear.
I always have to check because my Zoom is weird sometimes. So.
Welcome to the show. Do you have an angelic being story, something to share with us tonight?
I do. It made me think when you guys mentioned that they can show up in human form. It's not my own story, but it's my dad's stories. And he was a police officer, so he had a lot of close calls, actually.
I
It
bet.
basically seemed like there were like at least a couple times he was going to die but didn't because of his guardian angels. And he was actually like my dad. I swear he was a starseed, but he didn't know it. So he was like kind of an indigo kid type person. He could see auras. Like he would come onto a call and he'd be like I remember him telling me when I was a kid, oh yeah, you know who the perp is because they have a bunch of red on top of their head. You can just see their red aura. And I was
Right.
like, okay.
I've known other people that have seen stuff like that.
I
Yeah,
want
he
to
was
learn
like-
that. I want to learn that trick. I want to be able
He
to see
was
people's
like
auras.
Yeah, he was. I think it's because he needed it. I think it was something like because he needed it to survive in those moments, the abilities came through really strong or something. So, anyways, he had like one time when he was told to call in sick to work and multiple cops were shot dead that day. Another time when he was driving his squad car and he said that an angel flew in front of his car and told him turn around right now.
What do they call that? Intuition? I can't say the word.
Yeah, intuition.
Intuition.
Really strong. Yeah. Was like turn around right now. He
Hi,
turned his
Special
car
K.
around. What's that?
I was saying hi to someone in chat. Sorry,
Oh,
bad
no
habit
worries.
of mine.
Is he still alive, Elise?
He's not right now. And you might feel him because his presence is really strong. But anyways, when I talk about him, a lot of people say that they can sense him. Anyways, so and then he, it said turn around right now, and right in the area where he was going to drive to, multiple cops were killed. So this happened like consistently throughout his career, and then he finally retired. And this is the instance that I was thinking about when you guys said of the angels appearing as people, because I
Yes.
remember him telling me, like he would listen to Art Bell. He would tell me all these stories of all these, like he was always like seeing ghosts and all this shit, right? He'd know when people died, etc. So he was like, yeah, I was on this hike in this park in Seattle. And he was like, I was just, had my earbuds in and I was walking, I was listening to music. And that this old man was walking down the path towards him, and the old man had a dog. And he wasn't paying too much attention to it, but he realized this man was talking to him. And so he pulled his earbuds out and he was like, what was that? Because he could see that the man was trying to tell him something. And what the man said was, young man, you've seen a lot. And then my dad said that he went like, huh? Kind of like that, and put his earbuds back in and like kept walking, and then looked behind him and the man was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't the only time that this quote unquote man that he saw him. He said another time he was driving on the street and he saw the same man walking the dog on the sidewalk. Yeah.
Oh, he was keeping it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. His guardian angel was like, man, you done put me through some things, right?
Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, when he retired, he told me that he was in the hot tub. He was like, I was in the hot tub and my angel came above me and said, I'm switching out. And a new one came in and was like, I'm your angel now.
Like I'm out.
Yeah.
Right?
After about 4 bowls, I see things like that.
Yeah. They had to work overtime for like over 20 years of being a police officer.
Right.
So anyways, that's basically it. Like
Sometimes I think
That's cool, Elise.
sometimes-
Thank you for sharing that story.
Sometimes I
Yes.
think that's why I smoke dope, is because I'm looking for my angel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it.
I figure it's the only way I'm going to see one, because I've heard stories. A cop friend, said he was at an accident and he walked up and he said he seen 2 ghost-like figures come out the windows and go into the sky. And then when he got to the car, he found 2 dead people. You know,
Jeez.
Whoa,
wouldn't
did you
love to
guys see the
stuff like that?
Did you
though?
guys see the spirit going out of the helicopter? I don't know if that's legit. I don't know where that video came from. I just seen it going around the Telegram. But it was like a spirit. This guy went into a life flight thing or whatever, and the dude died, and then you see the spirit like pop out of the helicopter and go up.
Today?
No, this was like a couple weeks ago. I can't be the only one that saw it.
I didn't see it, but I've heard stories like that more than
Man.
once, having lots of cop friends, you know, and they see a lot of dead people or people dying at the time.
Right. Yeah, I would imagine
It
they
makes
do.
sense. It makes sense.
At least I think they can even speak through people sometimes. There were on 2 occasions.
It's called channeling, fool.
In my old life, I was going to do. I was literally like the one time I was going to do something crazy, and my grandmother called me and she said, "I don't know what you're about to do, but whatever it is, do not do it." Right? And twice, and on both of those occasions, the entire issue ended in complete catastrophe. One time, fiery, horrible catastrophe.
Yeah,
I
they
believe
were.
could
They were.
definitely do
It's like they access the most intuitive person in the moment and
Yes.
channel through them. If you're not listening,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
It got to the point that whenever she would tell me like, "Hey, you know, there was no doubt." Even though at that point I was like, there was no. When she would tell me something, like that was it. That was all. There was no doubt in my mind. Whatever she was saying was absolutely what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, I hear and I read a lot on the internet, and I'm always looking for new shit and you wouldn't believe the stories like this on the internet if you want to go look.
Yeah.
You know, of people that seen something or seen somebody leaving their body, you know, or heard a voice. I've had another friend that he used to go, "I'm told not to go in the door. I don't go in the door."
Yeah, if you start hearing voices telling you like you probably shouldn't be doing something, it's probably best
know?
just to kind of listen.
And I always thought if I'm with him and he says don't go in the door, I'm going the other way. Because, you know, after the angel thing on my shoulder and a
Right.
couple other things, you know, nothing like advanced warning of not to go inside, you know.
Man.
Yep.
Well,
I
this is
think
cool.
we'll-
I actually realized that my dad wanted me to call in, and that's why I suddenly
Aw.
decided to. So
Well, I'm glad that you did.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
sharing
sharing.
that story,
Yeah.
Elise. It's amazing.
Yeah, there was times I wish I could connect with my mom,
I bet.
you know.
Yeah.
I heard other people that do it, you know, they say they can communicate with a dead family member.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
The week I had my awakening, so to speak, my grandmother and my mother came, and my
You
mother
never
was
told me that,
not
Foyle.
Oh, listen.
My
listen.
grandma came as Glinda the Wicked Witch, or who's the witch in Wizard of Oz?
Oh,
Good
no.
witch,
These-
Glenda
Yeah.
the Good Witch.
Yeah, she
Glenda
came
the-
as Glinda
my
the Good
grandmother
Witch.
and my
Yeah.
my mother came as themselves. As a matter of fact, before what happened to me, and most of you guys have heard that. I'm not going to go into all that. You guys have heard the story.
Yeah.
Heard the story. But before that day, that week, first it was my mother. I was dead asleep, and my dude was sleeping next to me. And this is how I know I wasn't tripping. My dude was sleeping next to me, and I mean, it had to be 2:30 in the morning, and all I heard is, "So and so, you better get your effing shit together."
birthday
Right.
boy's in your chat.
So loud. Oh, what up, Average Joe?
There's Joe. Happy birthday,
Birthday
Joe.
boy's in the chat.
We were saying.
So loud.
Oh,
Happy
Sorry.
birthday, right? So loud that it vibrated on my ear and woke my dude up, right? So it wasn't just like I dreamt it or I thought that it happened. I mean, I could feel her breath on my ear, and she was mad, right? 2 days later, my grandmother came in a dream, and I'm like, "Nunny," I said, you know, what are you doing? I said, "You know that you're dead, right?" "Yes, I know." You know, "Yes, I know." She said, "I can't leave yet. I have to do something for you." She said, "I love you." And that was it. Then the next day is when that happened to me.
Now, I've been in a
That's
room where
wild.
the temperature has dropped 10 degrees for no reason at all.
That could
Oh,
be
that's
live-
something.
that could be several things actually.
We lived in a 100-year-old house in Thomasville, Illinois, and it was like 4 stories high. And it was one of them that had in the attic, it had like a 20-foot arch in the center, and we go up there and play. And all of a sudden it'd get cold, and I'd leave the attic like right now, because it just was creepy.
Right.
So
Is
when
he
you
still
have
in the? Go
a
ahead.
100-year-old house, you never know if someone died in it or what.
He missed us singing happy birthday to him.
Oh, you should have heard
So,
us last night at
I want-
4 a.m. singing happy birthday to him.
I wanted to say it is Average Joe Patriot's birthday. He is over in the Foxhole chat right now. Would you please be so kind as to go and troll Joe and tell him happy birthday?
Oh, he changed his name.
Right.
It's above Average Joe Patriot.
Yeah,
now.
I know that's above average. I like above average.
I like that. Right.
Happy
I like
birthday, above average Joe. I hope you have a great trip and have fun in Dallas. I'm jelly.
Woo.
I wish I was going to Dallas, but
Yeah, buddy, drive safely.
no. Yes, please drive safely.
Yeah,
So-
you should have heard the worst singing of happy birthday I've ever heard in my life at 3 o'clock last night on, I can't say her name, the redhead, LaFonza. God, I can't say her name now. I hate that when I
I
can't
know who
say
you're
her
talking
name.
about. Yeah.
I was on her second show, and everybody was there, and we sang happy birthday to him, and we suck at singing. Everyone, there was like 8 of us.
Oh, that must be
And
great.
it was really bad, but he loved it. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Or at least I think he loved it.
That's
He was
cool.
laughing. So
I'm sure he did love it. I would love it, so I'm sure he loved it. Well, thank you guys for calling in. I think we have 2 more people in there right now. So
Much
Thank
love,
you.
Gary. Much
Before I
love,
go,
Elise.
yeah, thank
Before
you.
I go, I have a UFO story. I'm not going to tell it right now. A UFO story I've been waiting to tell. So I need an episode of like randomness where I can just tell it.
Just random shit
We
show.
need,
Yeah.
we need to do an episode about alien abduction so people can
Yeah,
share
we
their
do.
stories
That's the one thing
and
we've never
UFO
talked
stories.
about.
I know, which is
Mhm.
crazy. You'd think
I was
'Cause
thinking that
have
the
a
other day.
I have a story that will not disappoint. It will
and I'm
not
still
disappoint.
waiting to see a damn UFO. I'm still pissed I ain't seen one.
Well, I will be looking forward to hearing your story, Elise, for sure. We will definitely be on
definitely,
that.
we got to do an
Cool.
episode about that, about alien abduction and UFOs. All right, Gary, thank you so
And
much for
guys-
calling in, Elise.
Thanks for letting me call
you
in again.
guys.
I
Yeah.
love
we
you.
Love you
we love
too.
you, Gary. We love you, Elise.
Yes, have a wonderful
Here.
evening.
I'll leave
Yeah.
so you don't have to kick me
Oh,
out.
there we go.
Bye-bye.
I love it when people
Bye.
do that. And I,
I
don't have
can't
to
believe
throw
I
'em
never
out.
told you that.
Look,
I
we
can't
got
believe I
Golden
didn't tell
Crisp
you
back.
that part.
Golden Crisp in the house, I think. We hope this time.
Yes.
Welcome to the Conspiracy Couch, Golden Crisp. Audio's connecting. So,
Yes, I see that.
yeah, they had everybody's got great angelic stories about these divine things
Man.
that have happened to them or their relatives. It's so cool.
I mean, yeah, I don't know though. Those weren't. That was my mother and my great. Like there was no doubt in my mind I knew that was my mother. When she called my name like that, told me to get my effing shit together, I was like, "Ooh, buddy,
yeah.
I don't know what's about to happen, but it's gonna suck."
Let me go ahead and thank Super Chats from last show while we're waiting for Golden Chris to connect. Thank you to Phil Christophers, Sarah, Patriot Monkey Q. Go ahead.
Thank
Well,
you, UFO Mark. We love you.
Why is this trying to tell me I didn't pay this bill? I don't know what they're talking about. About 40-minute
The Zoom
limit?
thing?
Yes. I've been having it for years now. I don't get, but it started doing this the last show too. I don't know what's going on, but I better
It did
look
that
into
to me that one day. Remember?
I don't know. That's weird. Okay, where was I? Patriot Monkey Q, Julie65, Detox with Tessa, Zweer Inc., Antonio71, Joseph the Dreamer, Willie Moss, Lucid Leopard, Outlaw Woman, Yovanda, and you know what? I need to go get my smartphone. I will be right back. I don't have it.
Uh-oh. Okay. So Golden Crisp, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes. Much love to you. Thank you for calling. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you. Oh man, this subject I love this subject. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, you have some stories to tell us, I assume?
I have a few, and well, since I was a kid, I've always felt my angels and talked to them and stuff, but I've never it's weird when say your accidents and stuff. I've had a few the amazing feeling you feel from them when you get into those incidents.
Yes.
And that's the only, it's like they're protecting you, because that's the only time like I've actually like had that. And there's like a few times that I felt them, and it's like one time I was driving from Ohio to New Jersey in a level 4 snowstorm, and I shouldn't have done it. I was like early 20s, so of course you do stupid
Yeah,
crap.
right. Of course.
And I like hit an ice patch, and my car did 360s, and I felt this hand on my chest, and it was the most amazing feeling, and it just like was saying relax. And so I just relaxed, and my car just spun 360 twice and went forward, and I was like, okay, I'm good, and just kept going. And that was like the most awesome feeling that I've ever felt. And I was like,
That's
oh, definitely an angel.
yeah, that like safety or secure. I don't know. Yes.
It was just telling you you're okay. You'll be
Mhm.
okay.
It's gonna be all right, right?
Yeah. And like another time, like when I was in California, and you know how those streets are, where there's like stoplights every few things.
Man, the worst.
Like I was zoning out, paying attention to the car in front of me, and he was like on the other side of the stoplight, and I was on the other side, and I didn't realize it turned red because I was zoned out. And of course, this other dude, well, the guy that was going across, like I was in the wrong, obviously, and slammed on my brakes. I hit him, but then I had this feeling that just said, let go, let loose, like go limp.
Right.
And so I did that, and I came out fine. My car was totaled, but I came out fine, and the other people came out fine, which was fine. And the people were fine, and I was okay with that. But then I saw a dog come out of the car, and I lost my shit. Sorry for that. I lost my
Right.
food.
You saw what come out of the car?
A dog.
Oh, was he okay?
Yeah.
No?
That hurt my feelings more that I hit that car. Not for
Man.
the people, but for the dog.
The dog.
Was the dog
right?
okay? I mean, you heard what I said. I didn't ask about the people. I was like, was the dog okay? It's terrible.
Yeah, everybody was okay, which was good. And the last time, which was actually really weird for me, I'm in Seattle, and I like riding my bike to work because it's more time efficient and I don't have to deal with traffic and cars. And so it was raining, and I was coming down a really hill and going super fast because it's just fun. And my back tire blew out, and I was coming up on a curb, and for some reason, like it was like a blackout, but it was like I came out of, not like I came out of my body. It was like the same blackout, and I came out of my body, and I was on the sidewalk on the curb because I had a bad accident. And then when I came to, it's like people stopped, and the neighbor came over to see if I was okay, and I was fine. But it was just that weird feeling that I got lifted out and then put back in, and that was pretty kind of cool. I just wanted to share this.
Right.
It's cool. It seems like we've all had these crazy experiences that have allowed us to live to get here today. You know, in miraculous ways where we shouldn't really be here, but we were intervened on several occasions, and that's why we're here, kind of thing.
I know my intervening forces were like, man, just can you chill? Can we just get a break?
Yeah. And I've always felt like, because I've studied spirituality and all that stuff, and angels and all that stuff, and I just always had this weird feeling that like there's something huge for me to do. It's like I don't know what it is, but there's something huge.
Mm-hmm.
And now that this time is around, I'm like, oh, this is it.
This is it.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the time that I was supposed to be here for.
You will know your path.
Yep. I always knew that too. Even when I was a sleeper, I knew I was here on some kind of mission. Like I had no interest in things that other normal people did. Like I just didn't. I was like, no, I'm here on a mission. I didn't really understood what it was, but I was like, no, I'm here for some sort of mission and some sort of battle. I don't really understand, but and then I just kind of got caught up with life because I was like, I don't know what this. I don't see nothing going on. You know, they tell me to get a job, go to college, and maybe that's what I should do. And then it started.
Yeah.
The
But,
battle.
well, thank you for taking my call. That's all I
Much
just,
love. Thank you for calling us.
Yeah, thank you
And-
for calling in, Golden Crisp. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. All right. Bye.
All right.
Have
bye.
a good night. Are
So-
we seriously on this 3-minute thing still?
Yeah,
or what's going on with that?
I mean, I can't fix it on the fly right now. So according to this thing right here, it's going to hang up on us in 3 minutes.
Well, we were getting off early anyway. I mean, not that. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
it
gonna.
happens.
Yeah, I know. I just don't understand how that happens. I don't understand how that happens, but it's like it switched to. Anyway, let's not waste the 3 minutes we have.
Right.
Dwelling on the fact that we
Talking
only
about
have
the 3 minutes.
Talking about
right?
the 3 minutes. Yeah. So okay. So there's a couple. Let's see. Karen and Judy's pissed. I want to thank you guys for your donations. I did receive them after the show, so wanted to make sure and shout you guys out if you're out there. What's coming up next would be Space Force News.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Space Force News on Sunday, 6 p.m. Right, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will be back for that. Foyle, you got anything else going on that we need to know about?
Well, I put out a video the other day. It was kind of late. I was talking about why nobody wants to work anymore. I got it up on my channel. It's on all the platforms. Rockfin Foxhole. Go check it out. That was kind of fun. Yeah, Friday. Tyler. Conspiracy Theory Trivia tomorrow at 8.
All right. Oh, it's tomorrow at 8. Okay, cool. Let's see.
Tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah. Hey, we never ran our commercials, so
we didn't. We can.
You guys can support this channel. Yeah, we didn't run it. We don't really have time now. So you can support this channel by checking if you're in need of some coffee. Go and check out beardvet.com. They've got great beard products, coffee,
T-shirts, cups, it's barbecue rub, and it supports veteran charities. A new one every month. A portion of your purchase goes to their veteran charity of the month. You get 10% off with promo code SFN.
Right.
And free shipping over $35. You can't beat it.
Yeah, definitely go and follow Foyle on Twitter. I keep telling her to get off, but she's still on there. And me
I'm
over
on Gab.
Me over on Telegram
too.
at Alara of Sirius channel. Those links are in the description on YouTube, but my mods are pretty good about spreading them around to the other platforms. So, yeah, anything else we need to cover that I'm forgetting about? I'm sorry, but it was such a short show, you guys. Like, I apologize, but I guess I got to get this thing straightened out with Zoom.
Right.
So, figure out what the deal is here. Man.
I mean, not that I can think of.
Less than 1 minute. All right, so on that note, we're going to have to say goodnight to everybody. We will see you on Sunday for Space Force News. Much love, everybody. Big thank you to all the mods. Good night, fam.